Okay. Trying this again. Here we go. Let's try this again. Change the video set points. Today just doing some zone 1, zone 2 work. Getting some climbing miles in, trying to get to that Tron bike. The elusive Tron bike. Used to be a part-time ZWIFTer. Been 4 days in a row now. 5 out of the last 6 days, I believe. Getting some running in between. Looks like we gotta adjust the camera here a little bit. Try and get this fixed up for you guys. New to all this. There we go. Slowly coming around. Terrible. There we go, let's try that for now. Okay. Technical difficulties are common in our household. I'm probably the worst one. Hopefully this stream is a little better than the last one. Again, just putting some miles in, trying to climb. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is keep climbing until I unlock the Tron bike. Ways to go, but be all zone 1, zone 2. People think there's a quick way to getting better, but main thing is just to be consistent every day, every week. Keep stacking a good day after a good day after a good day. There's a few of us looking to get in really good shape. Maybe race some of the Alberta cycling races. This trainer I have is the Cyclops. It builds resistance as you pedal, so cadence goes down as you go, and power increases. Takes more power to go same cadence. Looking at upgrading. Thinking so far the Wahoo Kicker is leading the way. Have to sneak that one by my wife without her knowing, I think. Call it a business investment. I don't know, what do you think's better? Larger camera or larger ZWIFT screen? I know if I was you, I'd probably prefer the ZWIFT screen. Ordered a few things over Christmas presents. Gotta work 40 plus hours a week to support my hobbies. Blizzard's Bike Club has a New Year's Day race this Sunday. Group of well-seasoned northerners, they go out whether it's 40 below or this year we're getting warmer temperatures, anywhere from -5 to -20 Celsius. So -5 to +20 Fahrenheit. Haven't really bought anything new in the last few years when it comes to cycling. I don't even know what's best right now. These guys here are just Stinger 9 tubulars. Been awesome for me, especially being a bit heavier. They have a few more spokes in there. Watching a lot of videos on clinchers and our tubeless tires. Seem to get a lot of flats. Trying to follow a few more Zwifters on YouTube. Don't Get Dropped Cycling. Watch quite a few of his videos. ZWIFT. He's been putting out a few. Did a ramp test yesterday. Somebody mentioned that it's not really cheating, but had to take a break. Then I did a couple 1-minute intervals. So if you see in the video that my FTP is over 400, yeah, not true. Although I would like to get there this summer, which is my pie in the sky goal. I think everyone should have one. Shoot for the stars and land somewhere on the moon. It's a pretty good saying. I don't know if it works better live streaming, posting these, or recording them and then posting them. I guess maybe if you're Lionel Sanders, Sam Long, or Trevor Foley, you get a lot of live stream participation. Professional YouTubers, I think they call themselves. Few people I look up to. Jan, Perdino, Cameron Worth. I think when you're into endurance sports, it's nice to have a long podcast or YouTube videos to watch. Especially for us average middle-aged men. Think there's a chance to turn pro? Think Nigel could. Just cruising. Maybe 200 plus is a bit too much today for my watts. Trying to stay below 135. Let's check out how far is that Tron bike. 94. That will be a stretch to try and get that by tomorrow. So it's December 29th, 2023. I'll have to check with the wife, see if she's told me a few times of our plans tomorrow. I think Sunday is the more important day. If not, maybe let's try and go for it. Big fan of the Winnipeg Jets from the NHL. Tune in to the Kenny and Rennie show post game almost every game. Grew up watching Dale Howard-Chuck, Phil Housley, Randy Carlisle, Teemu Selanne, Zamnov, Keith Tkachuk. Then they went down to Phoenix. Took a few years for them to come back. Looking good this year. World Junior, Sweden beat Canada today 2-0. Oh, let's go back here. Giving away my stats. Goal this year at 42. Is to set new personal best in running and cycling. Never too late, never too old to set big goals. It's tough when you're 6'3" and a little thicker. Climbing hills. Our local races here. Those speed skaters have endurance and power to spare, but they're light. It's a good challenge to stay with them. So today's goal, up the mountain, down the mountain, and back up the mountain. Hopefully make it easier for tomorrow. Planning on unlocking that Tron bike. Well, might have to spin a little more here. There we go. For me, it's important to balance intensity. Limiting the 80-20 rule, I guess. 90-10, 85-15 around December. Goal is to just build that diesel engine, get the body ready to push hard so we don't get hurt when it's time to step up the training late spring, early summer. Not sure how don't get dropped cycling, and some of the other guys who race ZWIFT every day, multiple races a day, I don't know how they do it. Animals. I don't know why, but it took till I was 42 to start posting some of the things I like to do. Hopefully you guys like the content. If you don't, write down why you don't. Let me know what you'd like to see. Five minutes to go. See where we're at here. They get 95%. Oh yeah, might get to 96 today. Feels weird seeing my heart rate where it is. Not like Dave Scott. You gotta detrain your body, let your body recover, I think. Fully recover, so this should feel hard when you're early in the beginning of your training. Base training. Can't stay in peak form all year round. And peak form is different for everybody. Especially if you haven't built the endurance base over the years. Athlete I look up to, Dan Morwood. 2 young children now, but qualified for Kona Age Group World Championships on I think a number of occasions. Les Friesen did also. We're all around the same age. So when we compete against each other, we're competing for slots in whatever we're going for. I haven't done it in 4 years. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Maybe put a little sprint effort here, because I can take it easy down the hill. Let's see what I got. Okay, a little bit of power still. Harder on the TT bike. Okay. Maybe one more spin up. Try to stay seated. Okay. A little bit of work. See how long it takes my heart rate to come down. Another marker of fitness is your ability to recover. Right now I have none. This race isn't a PB, just about building a good foundation. Watching some of Alex Dowsett's videos. Kind of fun to see what an ex-pro does. Getting a peek inside his mind and how different preparations in the early season make a big impact at the end of the season. Gotta build that oxygen delivery system up. Now, if you're a beginner, great resource is Terran Motif or Motive. It's got a lot of useful information. I think I'll be going back to some of his videos on swimming. It's been 2 years since I've been in the pool. Just tough times. Tough laps sometimes. 8 to 10 p.m. and 6 to 8 or 7 to 8 when you work 8 to 5 with 3 kids. You find a lot of excuses or reasons not to do it. Especially when you could just jump on the bike at home, get a good workout in on ZWIFT. Okay, let's spin up a bit on the downhill. Yeah, if any of you are wanting to get rid of a Wahoo kicker or something, let me know. I'd take it off your hands. Wouldn't complain. I had a smart trainer for a while. I think it was just basic tax, but it maxed out at 800 watts or 600 watts. And I noticed that some of my efforts seemed pretty easy for the watts I was doing. So once I threw my Garmin Vector pedals on, I wasn't in nearly as good a shape as I thought I was. All it takes is a couple max sprint efforts and the pores open up, sweat starts dripping. see where we're at. Still 95. This isn't the fun stuff, but this is the bread and butter, December, January. Three weeks or so, I'll try out a FTP test. Realistically, I think if I got 320-minute FTP test, that'd be a success for me. Last year I think I peaked in a 22-minute TT effort, 370 watts. Real watts. Felt good. A few years ago, there was a time where I didn't think I'd be able to exercise, never mind get to push myself again every day. Every day we get to do something that we like, love, that challenges us. I think it's an awesome day. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Results will come. Might take longer than we want. As Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Maybe not as refined as some of the YouTubers out there. I think different styles for different times of motivation. David Goggins, tough as nails. Lionel Sanders, same thing. Sam Long seems to be a little more strategic. Forgot to turn around. Wasting some time here, not climbing. Might have to go longer than I wanted to. Squirrel. Not really about power today. Just getting some miles in. Not taxing the body. Don't want to tap in too often to adrenaline, cortisol. Work that aerobic system. Recover faster. have to clean up the pain cave. Let's do some arrow riding. Because the longer the ride, the more time to think. Some of my best ideas come when I'm running or cycling, even swimming. Then by the time I get home, I forget them. Good idea to journal. Keep a journal on you. Whoa, went quite a ways. It's usually what I do. Take the more difficult path. I remember racing in Minnesota. Doing an Olympic distance try, and I was pretty sure I had to make a right-hand turn, but the volunteer sent me straight ahead thinking I was doing the 70.3 distance. Got to the 45-kilometer mark thinking there's no way this is the right bike course. Lesson learned, I had to slow down my gel intake, drop my power down, did an extra 20 kilometers, so 60 plus kilometers for the Olympic distance bike leg. I had a decision, finish the run leg or walk it in. I decided to run angry. I think to this day that's still my 10K PB, coming off a bike. Low nutrition and running angry. I think it was just at the 40, just over the 40-minute mark. I don't think I've tried a all-out 10K road race since then. Well, we got a ways to go. Rule number 1, know your race course. Turned an hour and a half ride into maybe longer. It's pretty bad when you know the bottle leaks and you still use it. See where that portal is. 55 minutes in. Not sure I'm gonna find it. One of the tougher things on ZWIFT I find is you don't really get a good idea of when the hills are coming. Right now you see 0% grade. Be nice if it showed the side profile of the course like this one is. When you do some of the climbs on ZWIFT. I wonder if I should try that one. Let me know if I should do an ZWIFT time trial. Try and fit it in the next couple weeks. If there's interest. Be a tough one for me to go sub 1 hour right now on the ZWIFT. I might go for another 20 minutes. See how that feed looks. Not too far behind. I'll keep going for another 20 minutes here. Hopefully get some climbing in. See? Leave it to me to get lost on ZWIFT. Ah, 1 hour in. Just those couple of sprints, you could tell, took a little toll on me. Like I said, intensity, endurance, intensity, and time all factor in. Whatever, race in the summer, that's the hardest part, is recovering from those climbs against the lighter athletes. Gotta do 600, 700, 800 watts up those 2 to 10 minute climbs just to stay with them at 300 watts. But on the flats, that's where power seems to come into play. Listen to some music, pass the time. Not too exciting. Again, just putting in the work, laying another brick. I don't think there's no magic formula to get fast in a week, a year, 3 months. Consistency. Consistency trumps all. Once you get up to the 1%, then you tackle those small little improvements, but recovery is important. Stretching, rolling, foam rolling. End up using torture devices like the rumble roller, especially on those high intensity days. Anyone have an idea what I'm listening to right now? Teardrops in my eyes. Take me home to a place I belong. Take me home, country road. Normally don't listen to music. Like to stay in tune. On these easier rides, it helps pass the time. Oh, a sprint. Well, I'll keep riding another 15 minutes here. And tomorrow, maybe I'll do a live stream. And this time, make sure I turn around, go back up the mountain. Try and unlock that Tron bike. Got a good memory. A lot of times it's short. Squirrels running around everywhere. Exercise helps rein me in. Country roads. If you have any suggestions on music for Zwifting, especially live streaming. Hopefully one day I'll get monetized and it'll matter, but right now Just doing this for fun. And we'll continue. I don't know if you're in your 40s. Get a little nostalgia from some artist. Some of my friends probably got annoyed with me. Matchbox 20. A few other ones. Same with Tento. He used to listen to Backstreet Boys along with Donnie Ballgame. Might not admit it. Interesting. Wide range of music. Anything that's good. Country, rock, R&B, new country, alternative, punk. Any suggestions? Let me know. You said, they say, go slow down. And you will find me waiting time after time. Slower rides need a slower tempo. Never had an issue with going 100% or hard efforts. My issue was reining it in so I didn't get injured. Even at 42, sometimes I think I'm in my early 20s. I don't know if that's good or bad. Another 10 minutes. Again, the goal tomorrow is keep climbing until we get that Tron bike. Probably wasted 1.5% of that challenge by not paying attention today. Like I said, I like doing things the hard way. The lessons learned sink in a little harder. Or a little deeper, I guess. Heart rate's up a little. Cardiac drift. Just from the condition I'm in right now. Christmas ham and turkey. All the suppliers at work dropping off chocolates and donuts, and everyone's off. So, you know, I gotta help the team out and eat my share so they don't have to. Yeah, not too much. More doing this to log my training and journey. Keep myself accountable. When it's out in the universe, you can't dodge it. Hopefully you guys keep me accountable. I might get 500 meters of elevation gain. Again, do 80 minutes today. Trying to balance that workload and adaptation without getting run down. Health over fitness, I think the correct term is. Coach Kane used to say. I was a stubborn athlete to coach, I think. Everyone likes to ride hard and race. Sometimes that's the opposite of what's needed. Gotta take a big picture view of your goals and your workload. It's not just your cycling and running workload. Stress is stress, whether it comes from physical activity or mental activity. Some workplaces can be more challenging than others. Find what's best is, instead of reacting to a person when they're having a bad day, maybe support them. Maybe that's what they need. Just like training partners. The best ones are like family. Well, maybe family's not the best example. Just kidding. Had 2 older brothers and 2 sisters growing up. Very competitive family. Chris Ledoux, this Cowboys hat, good example. Quick to judge a lot of people. As long as you're giving your best on the day, I think that's what matters most. Texas grin. Ride a black tornado. Eastern sky. Just about done for the day. Haven't been too talkative today, but not sure what you guys like. I'll just keep this going, hopefully follow along. Try and get into a race with some of the other YouTubers. 4 minutes to go. Tyler Sinden, I think that's how you pronounce it. Been watching some of his YouTube videos. Brendan rides bikes. Looks like he's joining the ZWIFT train. Mark Alford. Wish I could race as often as them, but not right now. Wouldn't be able to keep it going for too long. Toughest races are when we're all mixed up. Can't A, B, C, D. You try and stay with that front pack. There's always a few that are just monsters. You don't see until the end that they weren't using a power meter or a smart trainer. So you crush yourself trying to keep up, and you just can't. Then you burn out. Then you go to ZWIFT Power and see that they weren't even in the race. For me to be competitive in B or A, I need to be six months in. Not sure if my wife's smile was approval or a chuckle. So far, not too annoyed by it. The goal in life every day, make her smile and roll her eyes, and not to win. Another minute and a half. Oh, I'm climbing though. Might need to put up a green screen behind me. There we go. Another spin in. Hopefully keeping Nigel honest. I can stay ahead of him on the TTs, but the road races, he puts the hurt on me. This year's going to be different, Nigel. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. When we go for the glory and attack that Tron bike. I know my son's been hearing me talk about this Tron bike. Keeps asking if I got it. I have to keep disappointing him. Well, maybe I'll go to 600 meters. Of climbing. Right. Reining that competitiveness in. 570. Maybe 10 more minutes. An hour and 30. That'll be one of my longer rides in the last month. I like to build that to 2 to 3 hours. Long, slow rides. Mostly aerobic. 580. 20 meters of climbing to go. Five subscribers when I post this live stream, maybe, same thing, if it was a race. Here we go. 10 meters to go. Let's see where we're at here. 95%. Might be 1,500 and 2,000 meters of climbing. Oh, no, stand corrected. 2,250 meters. It's helped the ZWIFT twice. I will need some nutrition for that ride. Wearing my vertical slam shirt, help catch the mess I leave behind. Vertical slams are raced up in the Peace River region. We have 5K distance, 10K distance, and 21 kilometer half marathon. Half marathon has 1,000 vertical meters of climbing in that half marathon. Had a wake-up call last year. I did most of my running on flat trails, and when I went into their 10K mark, it was a serious wake-up call. Well, we'll go one more here. If any of you guys know Nick there, one more. Watch some of his YouTube videos too. Busy man with growing business and a young baby in the household. Well, let's go for an hour and a half. That's my one more. $2,000 meters. We'll just start pedaling tomorrow. have a shake after this ride. Some mixed berries, flaxseed, peanut butter, avocado, almond milk, overnight oats for breakfast tomorrow. I usually just put some blueberries, raspberries, almond milk and oatmeal. Put it in the fridge overnight. Breakfast is ready to go when you wake up. Still got to do a run after this. Well, that's the plan anyway. So, hydration and nutrition, more for recovery on a ride like this than it is for the ride itself. Let's see. You get to 96? No. 50,000 meters of climbing. There's a time when I thought that was impossible. You see me smiling at random times. It's usually because I just told a joke to myself. It's probably inappropriate for a live stream. Maybe during a race, it doesn't matter so much because people can understand your pain. But don't feel like talking when you're in the middle of a race, especially towards the end. Okay, an hour and 30. Well, if you made it this far, thanks. I know it sounds cheesy, but a like and subscribe goes a long way. Trying to build this channel. Comment what you'd like to see, and we'll catch you next time.